أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to LQ Milton class number 52. In the last class we finished lesson number 10. In that lesson Dr. Saab briefly introduced the concept of hal, and we did an exercise as well. What is hal? More details and greater details and explanation will come in book 3. We'll understand the concept of hal more in detail in book 3. But since in lesson number 10 book 2 Dr. Saab briefly introduced as hal, today we are going to analyze some ayahs from Quran where hal is used. What is hal? I keep saying condition, which is true to some degree. If I am doing something in certain circumstances, that is my condition or my circumstances. I am teaching while in a condition of standing. So, this is my circumstances at this point in time. So, hal in Arabic or in English we can call it circumstantial adverb. Okay, just we use circumstantial adverb in a condition and a state where action is being performed. That is what it is. And whenever circumstantial adverb or hal comes, there has to be a sahibu hal, or the person or people who are in that condition. We call them sahibu hal. And hal comes in the Quran. Today we are going to inshallah analyze 3 ayahs from Quran where the application of hal is there, plus whatever we have learned so far, we will try to best apply that knowledge. We will take the tools out from our toolbox and then start applying those tools in order to ponder upon these ayahs. Let us try to do that. Al-lazina. We know what al-lazina is, ismu mawsula, right? Ismu mawsula, what comes after al-lazina is silatul mawsul, right? Silatul mawsul. So, those who al-lazina, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever al-lazina ismu mawsula comes, will define those who are who? Yaskuruna, who mentions. Yaskuruna, what kind of verb is this? Fi'l mudare, right? How do I know it's fi'l mudare? Remember when we did the conjugation of fi'l mudare, the present tense, this ya is indicating to me that this is fi'l mudare, right? There were signs ya, ta, hamza and noon, right? So whenever the verb is coming in Quran and we saw this sign, this is our indication that this is the present tense. So what does that mean? Now immediately when I am reading an ayah and fi'l mudare comes in, which means this ayah is timeless. This phenomena is happened in the past, this phenomena happening now, and this phenomena will continue to happen in the future. So mudare or the present tense also indicates future. This is the beauty of the Arabic language. So yaskuruna, where is the file in yaskuruna? Wow, those who mention. Wow, whom? Mention what? Remember transitive verb and intransitive verb? When a transitive verb or a mutaaddi verb comes, then we ask two questions, what and whom? Those who mention what? Allah, maf'ulun bihi. Okay. So, we are slowly taking out the tools from our toolkit and applying and understanding it, right. So, Allah is the maf'ulun bihi, or is the object of mentioning, mentioning by people, whom, in present tense. I hope I am making sense here, right. Yaskuruna, but in what condition or in what circumstances they are mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right. In what condition? Qiyaman. Now this is the circumstantial adverb we are talking about. So they keep mentioning about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't look too much on the translation. Translation could be different in everywhere. I am just saying, or thinking about, or zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or mentioning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In what condition they do it? Qiyaman, while they are in a state of standing, or a condition of standing, or circumstances where they are standing. So this is your hal, circumstantial adverb. Now remember, whenever hal comes, there has to be a sahibu hal. Where is the sahibu hal here? Wow, wow is the sahibu hal, right. It's the file and the sahibu hal. These are the people. These are the people who are mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while they are in the state of standing, wa qu'udan, while in the state of sitting as well. So not only standing, and also in the state of, or in the circumstances of sitting. Wa, then wa comes. What is wa? We know wa, harfu ataf, and ala, harf jar. What follows harf jar? Ism majroor, junubi, junubihim, on their side, when they are lying down. Wa ala junubihim, and when they are lying down on their side. Then comes wow. Yatafakkaruna. First thing that I know about yatafakkaruna immediately is that it is fi'l mudari. First thing I know. But this is not an ordinary your 3-letter verb. This is form 6, Nadeem bhai. Form 6. Okay, we have not learned the forms of verb. Right now we are doing very simple 3-letter fi'l, sulasi, mujarrab, very sound 3-letter verbs. But Darasa can change, can have different forms, and a verb can have 10 forms, and when the verb changes from one form to another form, the circumstances around that verb change, the emotions behind that verb change. So this is form 6. We have not learned it, but I'm saying yatafakkaruna, and they ponder upon. Right now we just translate it as ponder upon, but there is more to this verb which we will learn in future, in book 3, when we learn about the forms. Where is the file? Wow. And they ponder upon, and not just ponder upon one time, they keep pondering upon over and over and over. That is what this verb is telling me. The nature of this verb is telling me, form 6, that they don't just ponder upon one time, but they ponder upon continuously. Like
Form 5 or form 6?
tatafakkaruna.
Is a form 5.
What is form 6?
It's form
5?
5.
Okay. Okay, form 5. My apology, form 5. Yatafakkaruna, right? They keep thinking about it over and over. There is a thought that comes to my mind one time, and then I think about it and I leave it. But here this same verb is telling me that this thought process or this pondering, action of pondering, is happening over and over. Fi khalki samawati. They ponder upon in khalki, harf jar, ism majroor. Harf jar, ism majroor, in creation, khalki. Masdar, not a verb here. Okay, we have not learned masdar here. We'll learn masdar later in book 2. In creation, wahuwa mudaf asmawati, creation of heavens. So they keep pondering upon, or keep pondering in creation of heavens. Mudaf, mudaf alayh. So khalki is playing two roles here. It is a sum majroor because it is followed by harf jar, plus it is mudaf and mudaf alayh. Wow and al ardi, and the earth. Okay, and the earth. Rabbana. What is Rabba? Mudaf. Why is it mansub? It is munada as well. Remember, this is the rule we learned in book 2. Whenever ya comes and it is followed by mudaf, mudaf will be mansub. Abu Bakrin, ya Aba Bakrin. We did that, right? So ya is mahzuf here. O our Lord, technically speaking, O our Lord. But ya is mahzuf, but ya left mahzuf, hiding, but it left its mark there for us to know that ya at some point was there and now it's gone. So Rabbana, O our Lord, if I have to literally translate it, but in translation we say our Lord, and that's okay. Mudaf mudaf alayh. Ma harfu nafi. Our Lord, O our Lord, ma khalaqta, khalaqa, 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 khalaqu, khalaqat, khalaqata, khalaqna, khalaqta. You created, you have not created. Where is the file in khalaqta? Ta. Ta is the file, right?
Is it?
Same ayah. Allah, when Allah is mentioned in third person, and then all of a sudden Rabbu is converted into second person.
Second person.
Within the same ayah.
In this ayah?
In this ayah, Allah is third person. Allah is mentioned as third person, but then Rabbana is mentioned as second person. Because Ya is there.
Because Rabbana, oh our Lord. Okay, so
Allah is the third person, the same ayah.
but in this ayah, because we are saying Rabbana, you're right. These are the emotions we're talking about, right? Yeah, because what they're saying is that they are pondering upon in the creation of heavens and earth, and they're directly talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a second person, because the harfu nida is there. Rabbana. So the impact of this ayah is now changed. The emotions now are changing. It's not just they're talking or they're doing or saying these verses in a third person. They're doing it in a second person, right? Because and again in the previous session of our class we would have our discussion open at this time, and then we'll analyze every single aspect of this ayah, and then we'll think about it. These are recorded sessions, so we are very careful in opining something. But then maybe this second person that you mentioned in Ambhai is because they are pondering upon in the creation of heavens and earth. So their Iman is so much boosted that then suddenly they are changing their state into perception is changing into a second person. That's what you mean, right? Yeah, I know what you're getting. State now, because the Iman was so much boosted because of yatafakkaruna fi khalqis samawati wal ardi, right? So their state is changing, and suddenly they are moving from one state into another state in a second person stage. But then these are recorded sessions, we don't know. But in the previous class we would have discussed and ponder upon. We would yatafakkaruna. We would ponder upon those ayahs, and we would have greater detail in the discussions. Yeah. Ma khalaqta, you have not created. Haza, this. Haza means as-samawati and al-ardi. Batilan. In what circumstances or in which condition you have not created this? Useless. So now they have come to a realization that everything that is created around them, including the heavens and the earth, is not created. You have Allah, so, oh our Lord, you have not created this. In what circumstances? Useless circumstances, right? So this is your hal. This is your hal, right? Where is the sahibu hal? So now we know, now we can identify the circumstantial adverb and the sahibu hal, or the person who's in a circumstance, I don't know, who's in that condition or circumstance, right? Subhanaka. Now subhana again is mafulun mutlaq. One day we will understand subhana. When we say subhanallah, it has so much greater meaning, but this is mafulun mutlaq, glorification or of you, subhana, and also mudaf, and kaz ya mudaf le, glorification of you. Now these are the stages, and I'm again, you know what, let's just do it. So ayah is changing from person who is going through this process. People who are going through their process are from one stage to second stage and into a third stage. This is what's happening to them. This ayah is telling us. For example, first they started mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while they are standing and sitting, and when they are lying down on their sides, they are mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Then and they start pondering upon, this is the second stage that they're entering in, right? Yatafakkaruna, and they start pondering upon in creation of heavens and earth, and then suddenly they realized, oh our Lord, because now they have come to a realization, a second stage, oh our Lord, you have not created this whole thing useless. And this is the third stage, and suddenly after realizing this, they are glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is your third stage. We are only using our imagination here, okay? This you may or you may not agree with it, so disclaimer here, okay? A disclaimer here. This is the third stage that they are entering, after one to second to third, and then they suddenly start saying, glorify to you, glorification to you, fakina, so exalted us from the torment of fire. And then they suddenly just submissive, they become submissive, and then they just ask for the forgiveness and exaltation of exalting from the fire. So fakina, how many words in fakina? 3 words. Fa, harf ataf, qi is a fail amar, verb, just this. And na is your maf'ulun bihi, object. So save us. Save us from what? Transitive verb, azaba, annari, as mudaf, mudafal, torment of fire. So just using some of the tools, now we are thinking about it, and this is the beauty of learning the language, because we would not be able to understand these 3 stages, yes or no, maybe, may not. I'm not a scholar any means, but what we are doing is applying our common sense, using the tools from the tools that we have learned, and then pondering upon these ayahs, and suddenly discovering new things in this ayah.
I don't think you need to be a scholar to ponder. I think you need to be a scholar to derive rulings.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Our own understanding.
Because everybody is ordered to ponder.
Yes, everybody is welcome to ponder. In our previous class, everyone would have opined on whatever they would like, and everyone was correct. In their own perception, in their own mind, in their own common sense, we always welcomed it, and then we always said, you are absolutely correct. We would come across, and Adima, you remember, an ayah, and then would ask everyone to translate. Everyone would translate it a bit differently, and we say everyone is correct.
As long as you go back to the teachings of the Prophet.
Yeah. As long as you're within the boundaries, right? The next ayah. Oh, the next ayah is the one. This is the ayah that is on our website, actually, Nambai. This is the ayah on the top of our website. Okay, so inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyan la'allakum ta'qilun. Okay, so inna, how many words? In inna, 2 words. Inna. Now, can we translate inna, Ali bhai? Can we translate inna? No. But let's say surely or verily. We. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about himself in a majestic way. Indeed, surely, verily, we. Na is your ismu inna mansub. Anzalnahu. How many? Fail, file, and mafulun bihi. Indeed, we have sent down it. We have sent it. Complete jumla failure. Anzal is your verb, na is your file, Who is your maf'ulun bihi. Indeed, we have sent it down. Now again, Nadeem bhai, the verb is nazala, and this is form 4, af'ala. Okay, af'ala. Now anzala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about Quran that was revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so when if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have used the verb nazala, that would not give us the complete context. Nazala is just sending it down once, right? Anzala is gradually. Form 4. Even though the basic meaning of the verb remains the same, but the circumstances or the understanding of that verb probably will change around it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using verb form 4 of the verb, form 4 of the verb. Anzal, na, we have sent it down, it, referring it to Quran. So there are two emphases here, a, inna, indeed we, and then again anzalnahu. So mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning himself 2 times in a majestic way, and this is something that is lost in the translation, unfortunately, because translation cannot capture these things. Yeah. Now indeed we have sent it down, it, Qur'anan, recitation. In what condition Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent it, Quran? In a state of, or in a condition of recitation. Hal. Did we know? Did we know there was hal? No, we did not know it before. So Qur'anan is your hal. We have sent it down in a state of, or in a condition of recitation. Arabiyan, this is what we are learning, is your adjective, right? In a Arabic recitation. Arabiyan. Not adjective. Okay, I'm going back and forth between English and Arabic. No, Arabian, not, right? So what kind of recitation? Arabic recitation. In that condition we have sent it down. Indeed we have sent it down, a recitation in Arabic language. La'allakum, now la'alla comes, la'alla can be at-taraji, or it could be al-ashfaq. In what condition la'alla is used here? At-taraji, hope. La'allakum, and this is kum is your ismu la'alla. Taqilun. Taqilun. Fil mudari. Ta is there, right? So you may understand or comprehend or understand. You can say anything, right? Aqala. Yaqilu. Taqiluna. Fil mudari. So what does that mean? Mudari is used, it is timeless. This ayah is timeless now. If was valid in the past, it is valid present, and it will remain valid in the future. This is second. So Qur'anan, circumstantial adverb. Where is the sahibu hal? Who? It, Quran, right? The next one is from Surah Luqman. Wala tamshi, and do not walk. Tamshi means you do not walk. Waw is ataf, la harfu nafi, tamshi is your fi'l mudari. Fi harf jar, and do not walk in the earth or on the earth, ism majroor. Do not walk in what condition? Marahan. With arrogance. Do not walk. La tamshi. In what condition do not walk on earth? In a condition of being arrogant. So, this is your circumstantial adverb, the hal. On the WhatsApp, there are 6 ayahs in the group. We have shared the 6 ayahs, example from Quran, 6 ayahs. So, go back, read those ayahs, identify the hal, read those ayahs, understand them, apply your knowledge as much as you can, whatever tools we know how to use them and ponder upon those ayahs. So, we will finish the topic of hal inshallah, and we will move on to our lesson number 11, and by al-hafil hafila in the bus. Remember the conversation about the two people? But yes, and we'll have some fun going through that lesson. But before we do that, one of the verb that is frequently used in that lesson is darasa. Okay, the mudare form of darasa, frequently used. So, let's just quickly do the conjugation of darasa yadrusu. What is the meaning of darasa? He studied, right? And when I say yadrusu, he studies or he is studying, right? Because we are talking about present tense. Yadrusu huwa, yadrusani huma, yadrusuna hum, tadrusu hiya, tadrusani huma, yadrusna hunna, tadrusu anta, tadrusani antuma, tadrusuna antum, anti, tadrusina, tadrusani antuma, tadrusna antunna, adrusu ana, nadrusu nahnu. Right. So, there is a dhamma on the ain kalima here in all of them, right. But we can imagine, we know darasa yadrusu. So, when I say she is studying, I would use tadrusu. When I say I am studying, adrusu. When I say we are studying, I would say nadrusu. When I say they are studying, yadrusuna. When I say you are all studying, then I will use tadrusuna. So, this is fi'l mudari, and we can identify the file. Now, 5 in your pocket, remember, yadrusu, tadrusu, tadrusu, adrusu, nadrusu, 5 in your pocket. The file is always mustatir. Okay, so, when I say yadrusu, there is no visible, the file is not visible, mustatir, hidden, taqdiruhu huwa. Tadrusu, file is not visible, mustatir, hidden, taqdiruhu, estimation of it is hiya. Then anta, tadrusu, third one, we get 5 in your pocket. 5, they are all, the file is mustatir, hidden. Same, taqdir, estimation of it is anta. Adrusu, ana, nahnu, nadrusu, right. Na and alif is the sign of it being mudare, okay. But the rest of them I can actually identify the file. Why? Yadrusani, where is the file? Alif. Yadrusuna, where is the file? Waw. Tadrusani, where is the file? Alif. Yadrusna, where is the file? Na is the file. Tadrusani, where is the file? Alif is the file. Tadrusuna, where is the file? Waw is the file. Tadrusina, where is the file? Ya is the file. Tadrusani, alif is the file. Tadrusna, noon is the file. So the rest of them I can identify the file. And remember, Yadrusna and Tadrusna, they are mabni. And fi'l mudare, as we know, they are all marfu in the natural state. Okay, so when I say yadrusu, fi'lun mudareun, the fi'l mudare marfuun, it is marfu bi damma, because of damma, because damma is at the end. Yadrusani, fi'lun mudareun marfuun, it is marfu bi sabuti noon, by the evidence of noon. Noon is there. So this is my indication that this is marfu. Sabut means evidence. In the evidence or by the evidence of the noon, bi sabuti noon. Yadrusuna, it is marfu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfuun, it is marfu bi in by the evidence of noon being there. Fi'lun mudari'un marfuun bi damma. Now noon is not there, but damma is the sign, right? Marfu. Noon is the sign. Yadrusna is mabni. Okay, it doesn't have the damma. Yeah, you cannot drop the noon because noon is the file, right? So we call it fi'lun mudari'un marfuun. It is fi'lun mudari'un marfuun because of it has a sakoon on it. Seen as a sakoon on it. That's why it is marfu. Same with tadrusna. Tadrusu, fi'lun mudari'un marfuun bi damma. Noon, and then sakoon and damma. So we know that fi'l mudari'a is marfu. Makes sense. We have done it. Nadeem bhai, you're okay? So this is the verb that is used in lesson number 11. We'll start lesson 11. It is page number 74 in the old book. Ad-Darsul Hadi Ashara. Now these lessons are important because these lessons are teaching us every now and then the concepts of the grammatical concepts, so that we can apply them on the ayahs. Fil hafila, in the bus. So this is a conversation happening between two people in the bus. Hafila means bus. Harf jar ism majroor. Al awwalu, the first one. Assalamu alaikum. The first one, Assalamu alaikum, and he kind of started the conversation with Asani, the second one. He started the conversation by saying Assalamu alaikum. The second one said Asani, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum, and Allah, harf jar, kum, ism majroor, and to you all, peace, wa, and rahmatullahi, mudaf alayh, and rahmah of Allah, mercy of Allah, right? And baraka, blessing, baraka to who? His blessing on you, and rahmah, Allah's rahmah on you. We can grammatically analyze it now. Now there is a debate among scholars, and when I am just talking to one person, I say Assalamu alaikum, then why I am using two? A plural. Why I am using not plurals? Assalamu alaikum. Why I am not saying Assalamu alaika? Right? Why am I saying Assalamu alaikum? And this is a debate scholars had. Rather than using the second person singular pronoun, we use second person plural pronoun, right? And then there is a debate, and then some scholar would say that you're including the angels around you, the 2 angels around you, to make it 3, and then you're giving peace and blessing to them. Allah knows best. Al-awwal, the first one said, Masmuka ya akhi. Very simple. What is your name, O my brother? Okay. Masmuka ya akhi. As-sani, the second one said, Ismi. Abdullahi. Okay. What kind of sentence is this? Ismiya, right? Simple ismiya. Ismu is your mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, and ya mutakallim is your mudaf alayh. Ismi, my name. Where is the khabar? Abdu. My name is Abdu, Abdu khabar, wa huwa mudaf, Allahi mudaf alayh. My name is Abdullahi, right? Servant of Allah. Mudaf alayh. Wa masmuka, and what is your name? So they are both introducing each other in a bus, total 2 strangers. Wa masmuka, and what is your name? Ma istifham, ma istifhamiya, not coming as a nafi, but as istifhamiya. Al-awwal said, Ismi Faisalun. The first one said, he's the one who actually triggered the conversation. He said, Ismi Faisalun. Ismu is your mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, ya mutakallim mudaf alayh, and Faisalun is your khabar. Okay, my name is Faisal. Atalibun anta ya Abdullahi. What is a? Harfu istifham, right? Atalibun, are you a student? O Abdullah. Now why I'm not saying Abdullah, why I'm saying Abdullah? Because of same concept here. Ya comes, harfu nida comes, and when mudaf follows by harfu nida, it will become mansub. So Abdullah becomes ya Abdullah, right? Atalibun anta ya Abdullahi. Are you a student? O Abdullah. Now remove Hamza to istifham from this sentence, it will become a statement. Bring Hamza to istifham back, it will become a question. This is a litmus test that we do, right? Abdullah said, Naam, harful jawab, yes. So he's confirming that he is a student. Now Faisal said, Aina tadrusu. Aina, where are you studying? Ya akhi, oh my brother. Aina tadrusu. So now since Faisal is talking to Abdullah, and Abdullah is a second person, he's in front of him, so he's using the anta form, tadrusu. Aina tadrusu ya akhi, where are you studying? Oh my brother. Is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. Abdullah said, Ana form. He started using adrusu. I am studying. Adrusu. I am studying. Bi Jamiatir Riyadi. Okay. I am studying in University of Riyadh. Now Faisal is getting bit encouraged. So he's getting more information from Abdullah. He said, Fi ayyi kulliyatin tadrusu. In which faculty you are studying? Kulliyatin means faculty. Faculty. In which faculty you are studying? Ayyi, fi harf jar, ayyi ism majroor. Ism majroor. Wahuwa mudaf. Now remember, there are few particles which we said they always act as a mudaf. Ayyu, kullu, right? Those particles, they are always acting as a mudaf. So they will be followed by a mudaf alayh. So kulliyatin is your mudaf alayh. In which faculty tadrusu you are studying in the anta form. So now we are we know how to use the fi'l mudari. Abdullah said, Adrusu, I am studying. Fi in kulliyatil fi kulliyatil handasati, in the faculty of engineering, in the faculty of engineering. Is it a jumla failure? Yes. Adrusu, where is the file? Mustatir, taqdiruhu ana, right? Taqdiruhu ana, or yadullu ala Abdullah. Now Abdullah is saying, right? So remember, in a jumla failure, and we keep saying it because in a jumla failure, if we see a noun which is marfu, immediately we would identify that noun as file. If it's not there, then it is hidden and we have to find out it is pointing towards which of these pronouns, right? So he's saying adrusu, so it is, and there is no noun which is marfu in this sentence, so, and adrusu is pointing towards ana. So Abdullah is talking about himself, saying, I am studying in faculty of engineering. Then Faisal said, fi ayyi sanatin tadrusu. So, I mean, if I'm in a bus in Canada, in Mumbai, if somebody start asking me that many questions, I won't answer no. Privacy. We have privacy rules here. Hey buddy, don't ask me where I'm studying, which faculty, which year, you know. But there is no privacy here. This is the fun game we had in this lesson last time. So we'll just continue that. Fi ayyi, right? I won't answer those questions. Fi ayyi sanatin, in which year you are studying?
Why? Because Islam, in default, we feel everybody's a good person.
Yeah.
Here, when they think, what's his motive?
Yeah. Who knows, right? Who knows? Fi ayyi sanatin tadrusun. Abdullah said, in which year you are studying? And then Abdullah is, and he's an open. He's just giving the information. He said, Adrusu, I am studying fis sanatit saniyati, in the third year. Second year, in the second year. Fis sanatit saniyati, in the second year. Faisal said, Atariful muhandisa Salmana. Hamzatu istifham arafa. What is this is a verb which means he knew. Arafa, he knew. Ya'rifu, he knows, right? Tarifu, you know, right? Same in a anta form. Do you know? Atarifu, do you know? Know what? Transitive verb, right? Transit. So I need a mafulun bihi, object, al muhandisa, the engineer. Salmana. Now what is Salmana? Is the badal for al muhandisa. Do you know the engineer Salmana, his name? Abdullah said, Tab'an, of course. We'll just leave it at that. This is mafulun mutlaq. Of course, he said, of course. Huwa ustazi, he is my teacher. Huwa is your mubtada, ustazu is your khabar, wa huwa mudaf, and ya mutakallim mudaf alayh. He is my teacher. Huwa ahsanu mudarrisan fil kulliyati, he is the best teacher in the faculty. Ahsanu is used in ismu tafdeel, superlative degree. Okay, hasana, ahsanu, superlative degree. Af'alu, in a pattern of af'alu, we have learned that. So he said he is the best teacher. Huwa is your mubtada, ahsanu is your khabar, wa huwa mudaf, mudarrisan is mudaf alayh. So technically he is saying, the translation is, he is the best of teacher. Fil kulliyati, harf jar mudaf alayh in the faculty. Now, Faisal said, Nadeem bhai, huwa asanu mudarrisan fil kulliyati. I wanted to ask this question. Huwa is the mubtada, where is the khabar? The entire jumla ismiya is coming as a khabar for huwa. We know that, right? Yeah, we know that, right? We know that. Faisal said, Man haula'il fityatu allazina ma'aka ka'annahum ikhwatuka. Okay. Faisal, now Faisal is saying, Man haulai, who are these? Haulai, what is the singular of haulai? Haza. Haza. The plural of haza is haulai. Who are these? Al-fityatu, young fellows. Young fellows is a plural for al-fata, young person. Who are these young people? Allazina, those who are ma'aka, with you. Okay. Ka'annahum ikhwatuka. Ka'anna comes. Ka'anna is min akhawatu inna. What is the meaning of ka'anna? It looks like. Looks like. Where is the ismu ka'anna? Hum mansub. Ismu ka'anna mansub. And where is the khabar ka'anna? Ikhwatuka. Khabar ka anna marfu. They look like your brothers. Ikhwatuka mudaf alayh, your brothers, coming as a khabar ka anna. Abdullah said, Naam. Harful jawab, yes. Haulai ikhwati, these are my brothers. Now he is giving more information. He doesn't have to give more information, right, Inam bhai? That's it. Just say, yeah, they are my brothers. But then he continued on and he said, Li arba'atu ikhwatin wa salasu akhawatin. I have 4 brothers and 3 sisters. Li. What is li? Harf jar, ism majroor. Now this is a khabar muqaddam, khabar coming in the beginning of the mubtada. That can happen, right? That can happen, right? And then one of the rules that we will learn in book 3, if in a jumla ismiya or a nominal sentence the khabar is coming, and that khabar usually is either harf jar ism majroor or zarf mudaf alayh. Then the mubtada will be followed. We call it mubtada muakhar, or mubtada, or the subject is delayed. That delation will make mubtada most of the time indefinite, because we know mubtadas are definite, right? Mubtada are definites. But then in these kind of sentences where the khabar is coming before, and if you remember this concept, fine. If you don't worry about it. But in these kind of circumstances, if the khabar is coming prior to the mubtada, then the mubtada will be indefinite. So in this case, arba'atu is your mubtada. 4. I have 4. That's it. 4. So arba'atu is your al-adad. What is the ma'dud? What is the thing that is being counted? Ikhwatain, 4 brothers. Waw, ataf, salasu, akhawatin, and 3 sisters. And salasu goes back to arba'atu, matufun ala arba'atu, right? Akhawatin, 3 sisters. Faisal said, Aina yadrusu haulai. Where are these studying? He's getting more personal. He's getting more personal. He's not only getting information himself about Abdullah, he's also getting information about his brothers now and sisters now as well. Aina yadrusu haulai. Where are these studying? We have few minutes left. So I think we'll stop here, Inam bhai. because almost is it 1 hour? Close to?
Yeah, it's 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Yeah, the next sentence is quite big.
Okay.
So I don't think we can cover it in 5 minutes. So we'll stop here. Aina yadrusu. So Faisal is asking where are these studying, and he's talking about his brothers. So we'll learn about where the brothers are studying in lesson number 53, inshallah. Next class. Today was a bit heavy lesson because of the grammatical analysis, but I hope everyone enjoys it and remember it. The video is there. Jazakallah Nambai for recording the sessions so that people can go back and revise what they had learned in this class today. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha laha ma kasabat wa alayha maktasabat. Rabbana la tu'akhizna in nasina aw akhtana. Rabbana wa la tuhammilna ma la taqata lana bih wa'fu anna waghfir lana warhamna anta maulana fansurna alal qawmil kafirin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.